Hello guys, Furphy's Loco here, and today I went to Trench with my dad, and I bought, the Trench I went to was all the way in St. Louis, or, yeah, I think that's what it's called. Which, in case you're wondering where I'm filming in the back of my dad's truck. So just letting you know, yeah. The thing I bought was this Thomas, which was the first find. Which, this Thomas only cost me $1, and what I plan to do with this Thomas is make a wartime black Thomas out of this. Which, because I plan to make a Thomas series during when it was during World War II. And I was just trying to get, like, the main 6 engine, like, Thomas, the Percy, which I did find, like, a couple of the engines. Like, some of the things to use for it. So, yeah. Next, I got this engine, which some of you people are wondering, don't you already own this? I do, but unfortunately, it has a bit of a problem, mainly of... Mine is missing a gear, which this gear is missing on it. So I bought this it doesn't work. Though I'm just planning to use this for parts, and later on afterwards, after like, like the parts are swapped onto the other one I own, I'll probably just get some brown paint, smudge it all over, just make it look all rusty, and probably sell it some that's actually around and that's trying to model like the German railways, just to have as a little scrap engine. And also, this character will be a character in my Thomas series, which I've decided to make the character, instead of being a male, I decided to make it a female, since there's not a lot of there's like about 20 female characters in the show, like a little over 20, but I kind of want to add another one. So, yep. And this engine, in case you're wondering, costs $40. Yep. Also, I found, we'll just move back, 3 coaches for $50. Yeah, coaches like of this design cost around a little more, like $70. If I were to buy this set from eBay, it would cost around like $70, including shipping. Well, somewhere around 70 to 80. But now these coaches, I might use these in my Thomas series just as the right coaches. Actually, you know what? I might just turn these into the Orange Express coaches. You know, the ones that are seen in the Railway series. So, yeah. Also, one thing I bought was this little diesel shunter, which was like $4. Well, I actually do it now. It was like $3 or $4. Can't really remember. So I plan to turn this into a BR Class 01 from British Railways, just to have as a random background diesel. So, next are some items I bought from one person, which are so let's just start with these 2 mini trucks, which I kind of wanted to get more mini troublesome trucks for a while. since they look cool as like a long line. And these were like 75 cents each. Probably should have picked up more though, but at least I got some troublesome trucks, so that way I have more trucks to have. So yep. Next is a Gordon, which is gonna have the same fit as that Thomas, which will be turned into a wartime black Gordon. Which the face I don't like it that much. Which this face I have an old style Gordon face I removed for a custom. I might swap the face on that one with that face. Well, the old style Gordon face on this one. It does have an Edwards tender. Well, I don't really mind since it's just the exact same tender. And Emily, which was like $4. Which I plan to have. I'm not sure what this Emily. I'll probably customize this Emily as a new character. Well, no, not actually. Emily, when she worked for the Ballyhoo Railway, which the pre-grouping Sodor railways in my Thomas series are the Sodor and Mainland Railway, the Wellsworth and Sudbury Railway, the Timoth Ellsbridge and Nafford Railway, the Great Warrington Tramway, the Normanby Railway, and the Ballyhoo Railway. So Emily along with Whiff were sold to that railway after when the Sodor Mainland Railway closed down, which Emily and Whiff along with Samson will be ex-Sodor and Mainland Railway engines in my series. This Oliver, which has the white eyes, which don't know if you can focus. He was $3, and I was pretty excited to find these, which are not one but two orange Ricketies. One was 2 and one was 1. Well, one of these was $1 and the other was $2, which I might use these in my Thomas series just as normal trucks until my Thomas series, which my main Thomas series is going to be the Hornby series, which is going to use model train, but I'll have all the stock I need, so I have a wooden Thomas series as a placeholder until then. Well, until I get like 70 to 80% of the stuff I need. So, yep. Next is a Stepney in the Fossil Cars, which this is in fact just an old style Stepney. He has a crooked face though. Which, yep, I finally have a wooden Stepney. Which I did have a Stepney in the Fossil Cars, but Fossil Cars I am turning into normal troublesome trucks, and the Stepney, if I kind of just turn them into a Southern Railway Terrier, well, a Terrier in a Southern livery. So, yep. Next thing I got from one person, which I can get them out. Are seven Imaginarium trucks. Which, the reason I bought these, in case you're wondering, is I'll be repainting these as troublesome trucks. Well, I'm making these into troublesome trucks. Since I don't know why Mattel didn't go with this for the troublesome truck design. Hey, that's only me. There's 3 in a bright yellow. Nope, I meant 4 in a bright yellow and 3 in a dark yellow, which kind of like a Stepney yellow. Which these I will be repainting into troublesome trucks. For my serum, for the little lenses, which I'm later on after I'm done with the team, mainly if when I get all the stuff I need. These molds, which I'll probably just sell them off to other users. Give them to Enterprise Engine 93 for him to use. Also, I got a Tenderless Edward, which will become the Wartime Black Edward. Also, because there was no other tender for Edward, which I'll just be using this James with Team Colors tender, which it's basically a Fowler tender design like Gordon's. So, the Wartime Black Edward, Gordon, and Thomas are coming soon, which all I need to try to find out is a Percy and a Henry and possibly a James, which I might just use my James that's painted black. Well, the Black James that I own. Also, other thing, which is the Samson, which this will become the Southern Mainland Railway Samson. But I'll probably have to sand down the nameplate, and which I know this is a take and play, but what I was gonna do, which is something I saw on Twitter, was someone took one of these and just put it on to a wooden chassis, a little wooden railway tender chassis. This, I'm doing the same thing with this Samson. The little magnets on it, which I might just use as like replacement magnets on others, and the little wheels on this, since sorry if I had something with my throat. The wheels I'll probably make as little fake wheels, which will be on the Wartime Black Edward, just as little front wheels to make homemade little pilot wheels, which I did for my Southern Mainland Railway Emily. I did the little wheel mod. I might do a little tutorial of how I do that. Which it's kind of like I just use like a wire cutter and just like pry the wheel off, just like went back and forward with it till it came off. Then I used a bit of clay and to make the wheels stick, just to make the wheels more close towards the track. And I just like glued everything together. Yeah. Next thing I got was this Tomy van, which I will be making another fish van with it. Well, one of the fish vans from what was that called? Oh, it was called the episode's either called Fish, or well, the van from van design, which is from Fish, or a close shave. So another thing I got, which are just a bunch of stitch points. Let's see, there's six points, but I kind of can't remember the price at the moment. Also, I got to take along with, mainly because I was just going to use the face on my within a Southern Mainland Railway livery, which also that the whiff I was originally used, which was the Ventures whiff. I decided not to use the Adventures whiff because it was just, because it was my last Toys R Us purchase and I didn't want to ruin it, so I decided just to not ruin it. But Whiff's body after the mods, after the customization, which I don't want this Whiff body to go away, waist, so I might just turn it into a take and play background engine. Well, an LSWR02 to be exact. Also, I got another Emily tender, which may be useful in the future. But I'm not using it for the Samson. I mentioned I'm using a different chassis I own. Next is a troublesome truck, which I only just got for the face. And an Erdl Caldy. Since I don't have many Erdl Caldys, I only have one so far. So, yeah, also one thing I did get, which is these were like $3 each, and are a Clarabelle and the Duck, which Duck I only got for the face, and the remains of Duck, since I don't want them, again with Whiff, I don't want the remains to go to waste. I'll probably fix the funnel. After I fix the funnel, I'll probably just make a background pannier tank. Since I plan to put the face onto an HO scale 57XX pannier tank, the Annie here, which I will be making into a Victoria. So, yep. This out of the way. Also, so if I got some more track, which again, if I bought more points. Another point. Another one. Also, I got some short pieces of straight. These are the straights here. They're a little bit, oops, they have some little paint on them. Never mind though. Also, these were bought as well. This unfortunately is pretty broken, like it's missing a rail. I'll probably just put it out of its minute, like take the rail off to use as a scrap rail, and probably take the little fish, this little thing here, this little fish plate as they're called. Use also, this one I might just use as a normal short piece on the little shunting yard. Also, my dad bought this for a little O-gauge layout, which, if I can get it, it's a speeder, one that's meant for O-gauge. It's $25 and it works. So, yep. Also, these which I think my dad bought, which these I think are for like mall wear, so like with fixing logos, these little utensils. So, yeah. Also, before I changed it, like yesterday, like the day before the trend show, I did have bought something from a Walmart. Which is this. A Bendy and the Ink Machine Boris action figure, which this I mostly bought to make a action figure of my character Kree, which, by the way, for those wondering, I did see a playthrough, maybe like the first 2 chapters of Bendy and the Ink Machine. But this I only bought so I can make a figure of my character. These little accessories, which are keys, little thing of keys in the toolbox, and I might sell them back off, mainly as spares. Well, as replacements. So, yeah. Also, I bought a couple of things from Target, which, if I can get them out, is this, which I'll be using this as track cleaner. Mainly just to clean my layout with. If I can find a little one of those paintbrush sponge things that's used for art. So, and also if these items were on clearance, which are an Avengers Thomas and the Pirate Diesel, which these were the only 2 there. Well, there were 3 Avengers there, of which there was a in the Avengers, there was a Thomas, Diesel, and Dino James. The Pirate Diesel, which these like are around like $10 to $12, which this is like was $5.48, which I bought this mainly just to have a cannon for my HOs for Ulstead Castle, which I'll be getting a few of these little cannons to use for Ulstead Castle. Which I might get like 5 more of these diesels for it. And this little thing on top of Diesel that's over his eyes, which I might just sell off as a spare. The Thomas, which, same store as Diesel, it is now $3.48, which I don't own a stock standard Thomas in Avengers, from which I kind of wanted one. I have the LBSC Thomas, which I'm keeping in its box. So, yep, that's my finds from the trend show. So, yep. Also from Walmart and Target. So, yep, this is Furfuse Loco signing off. Hello guys, Furfuse Loco here again, and well, this is just a little small follow-up to the video of the stuff I bought from the trend show. So this is just some stuff I got from a different Walmart, not the same Walmart I bought that Boris the Wolf. So first, I got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pack of minis. So the only reason I got this mini because I'm trying to complete the minis. Well, trying to collect all the minis out there. I'm missing certain ones, like I'm missing the Graffiti Toby Special Edition Thomas, a good majority of the DC Super Friends, and the set exclusives, and the Power Ranger minis. And many of the 2017 ones, or certain ones. Next, I got another minis 3-pack, which has an Edward, Duck, and Hero. I mostly got because this Duck's face is going to be put on my homemade Erdl model of Ernest the Mountain Engine. So, the chassis from these minis here will be given to other will probably be used for the minis rolling stock that I'm making. Well, I'm just, the buys can be bought from Shapeways, so Yep. Next, I got like an Adventures Frankie, which this was actually on clearance. Like it was 50% off, so it was $250. So the face on, I mostly bought this for the face to put on my wooden railway model of Frankie that I'm working on. The remains I might turn into the Arizona diesel. Which, come on Mattel, it could have killed you to at least render a diesel instead of reusing Frankie. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, I have seen Big Real Big Adventures. It was kind of good. So, I saw through Facebook mainly if someone went there and just like filmed it while it was in the theater. Which is illegal to do. You guys should never, ever, ever do that. So, yep. Also, I got this gray paint, which will be used for my custom troublesome trucks. So, yep. Also, in case you're wondering, I'm currently in a hotel room. The hotel I'm at is called Comfort Inn. So, this is where I'll be spending the night. So, yep. This is Furphy's Loco signing off.